lifestyles of the strange and exotic redecorating haul, as the will is redecorating itself yet again. Basically just moving stuff from one side to the... who knows. But I went, since they were still redecorating. I feel like I have hair going. But it was open and I'm like, go in. You don't expect to find much of anything, especially something you're actually actively trying to look for. But I managed to find gloves. The evil gnomes. They're evil gnomes. I have a butt ton of gloves, along with combs, and they all seem to disappear. So I managed to find 3 pairs of gloves at $2 a piece, and of course these had to come home. I mean, they're Autobot. If they're a Decepticon, no, I'm an Autobot loyalist. So yes, it has the Autobot symbol. And like I was telling my sister, who didn't believe me, that kids' gloves, which these obviously are the only gloves that really fit me. So they're fine, they're perfect in the fingers, except they're too short in the wrist. But grown-up gloves are okay in the wrist. But they're like that much too, if I'm lucky, that much too long. Usually it's like out here. So, yep. The trial of having hamster hands. So that was the first pair I picked up. And sitting next to them were a little pair of Batman gloves, which I thought were cool. Probably came as a set. I don't know if these are the same kind or not, but again, little kids' gloves, the only ones that fit. So I thought that was kind of cool. No, I guess they were separate because they each have the dooflicky, but I needed gloves, so these I wore. So I wore these today. And that is my phone. Ooh, where's the other pair? And sitting near them were actual grown-up pairs of gloves, which are actual leather gloves, which again I have 10 million of. They're fine in the hand and they fit, but they're half an inch too big. But at this point, as long as I keep my fingers warm, it's a start. And my computer's making weird noises at me. Okay. Weird connected, disconnected sounds coming from whatever technological devices and earshot. Okay, fine. Speaking of technological devices, I found this, which is actually $2 cheaper than what I had bought in previously. Come to find out that all I ended up with was the keyboard. This actually has the unit itself, and it does it. Well, I don't know if it'll stay that way if you have a thing in it, but and it does that and turns. Of course, it's missing the letter A, but it goes down, so you'll be able to type letter A anyways. And this is made for an Apple. I'm assuming an old Apple. I don't think it's for like the new fancy thin ones. But you could stick a couple of rubber bands and whatever, because it goes by Bluetooth, and it actually turned on. It actually works. And it was cool. I'm like, okay, well, this must go, thinking it was going by batteries. I don't know why. It's a little holder for your cables, as I'm holding it backwards. So, yay, that was kind of cool. So it's rechargeable like all the other ones. And I like the fact that it spins, even though it's kind of, well, yeah, I suppose it might be useful. But yeah, and this was only $3. Yay. So it'll help with taking notes for the UMW. So if you've got a tablet generally in that shape, you can sticky tack it of some sort, or if you actually have an Apple product, yay. And it came from Hype. Works for me. And the next thing I got, let's see, we'll say that came free, and maybe a thing of gloves. Oh, okay, I was going to say, what the heck? Yep, because I used one of my $5 cards, and it's like, everything's so expensive there. It's like, I don't even want to use my $5 cards. It's like, you wasted. So I needed the gloves, and I got that, so I thought it was a cool enough thing. I used a $5 card. I had 2 of them, so I saved the other one. I was going to waste the other one. And I got other stamps on my new card. It's like, really? And this being Dollar Day, I wasn't quite sure. I'm like, oh yeah, I guess it's Wednesday. I got, this just looked cool. It's like Jack Daniels, but it's Batman. Which was good with the gloves. I just thought it was cool. And this was $1. And apparently my butt is now expanded, so I'm a little more than an 8, but I'm not quite a 10. So I may or may not fit into these. I've actually worn a pair out where, you know, friction happens, which is sad because those are comfy jeans. So this has slight spoing. So we'll see if I can get my jelly booty into these. I just kind of like the looks of these. They're not quite jeans, and they're not quite like work pants. I don't know. We'll see. I will endeavor to squeeze flesh into these pants. For $1, it was worth the risk. I think that is it as far as excitement, huh? I had a thought and it died. Thank you for watching. Do remember to comment, rate, share, and subscribe. There's always room for one more at the Strange and Exotic. Hopefully see you next time. Bye.